It's me, it's Queen Osset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to somebody else who might enjoy it. Now, today's question was, am I a bad person if I keep attracting bad people to me? Now, people attract people in a number of different ways. First and foremost, if you're not working with the law of attraction, you're basically attracting at random because there's no deliberate bullseye to what you're going for. So you're attracting some good things, some bad things, pretty much, like I said, whatever comes down the pipeline at random. That's what you're attracting. If you're a deliberate, conscious manifester, if you're working with the law of attraction, you're generally going to attract to you what you desire. And that's not to say that things won't come your way that you don't desire, because sometimes they still will. But they'll always come for a reason, something that they're coming to teach. So if a person keeps on attracting bad people, does that mean they're desiring bad people? Well, a couple things could be going on here. First of all, if you're attracting bad people, you could be the kind of person who's focusing too much on negative energy, arguing with people, gossiping, treachery, negative, pessimistic thinking. If you're one of those kind of people, you're going to attract bad people because you're going to attract people who are pretty much in the same vibration. So you're going to be attracting negative people. You're going to be attracting annoying people. You're going to be attracting gossiping, treacherous people. Whatever you're into, you're going to attract more of that same vibration. So that is true. But that's not the only kind of person who attracts bad people. Sometimes good people attract bad people. I'll give you an example. Empaths. Empaths attract narcissists all the time. It's ridiculous. And the reason why is because empaths are supposed to be healers. Narcissists are broken. They need to be healed. So they keep being attracted to the healer. But a lot of empaths don't know they're empaths, or they don't know how to do the empathic work that it would take to help the narcissist. And a lot of times the narcissist, instead of becoming a patient, which is what they should be, they become the person's lover. They become the person's friend, you know? So unfortunately, your dynamic goes wrong because you're not in the place of being the healer, even if they're trying to. Some empaths will generally try to help the narcissist, but you can't help a narcissist by being their girlfriend. Or their boyfriend, you know, or their friend. A narcissist needs a therapist. So if you want to heal a narcissist, keep a professional distance and help them from a standpoint of a healer. That's the only way to do that. And most of the time, that's not what happens. So good people do sometimes draw to them bad people. Also, good people draw to them life lessons. If a person is a good person and they're not bothering anybody, but there's things that they need to learn, life lessons that they're just not getting, things that they refuse to see, then they may attract bad people who come teach lessons. I'll give you an example. When I first met Voldemort, I was not a bad person, but I was a great person. I could be a lot better. A lot better. So why did I attract that fucked up person? So that I would change. I attracted a person into my life who would put me through a horrible situation that I would have to grow from to heal. I would have to grow from to come out on the other side. I would have to grow from to become a better person. So I wasn't necessarily a bad person, but I was a person who had a lot of growing up to do and a lot of life lessons to learn. So life sent me this horrible, mean, ugly teacher because that's what I needed to get my head and my life and my spirit right. So A lot of times you do attract bad people, even if you're not a bad person. You can be on either side of this coin. Like I said, you could be one of those bad people who, like my grandmother said, birds of a feather flock together. Yeah. So the answer to this question is you could be either or. I don't know you personally, but you do. This is where the accountability, the responsibility, and the awareness comes in. You need to now sit and ask yourself, am I a good person that has some growing and some learning to do? Or am I fucking up? Am I gossiping? Am I being negative? Am I being treacherous? Am I dwelling in a negative, pessimistic headspace? Am I doing things that are hurtful to other people and not caring about the consequences? Because if you are that kind of person, then you absolutely are attracting bad people. And that is how you can change it. By stopping, by not doing that anymore. Come away from the pessimistic, come away from the negative. Negativity and pessimism will not get you anywhere. Even if you don't believe in the law of attraction, that's not going to get you anywhere. Being negative is only going to lead you to more negative results. Period. However you want to conceptualize it, it's not going to be good for you. So I recommend that if you soul search and say, yeah, I am a bad person, I gotta own that. That's good, because that's the first step in not being that person anymore. Just because you're a bad person today doesn't mean you gotta be a bad person tomorrow. Redemption is real. You can change. You can clean up your karma. I'm the one person in the world that can tell you that you can go from being somebody that you're not proud of to somebody that you're extremely proud of. It might not be a fast transition, because mind you, I didn't go through this quickly. This took a long time. It took me a long time to go through this whole transitionary period. I would say about 13, 14 years to go through the whole process. But it's up to you who you want to be. Likewise, if you're a good person and you keep attracting bad people, figure out what life lessons you're not getting. Because as soon as you get the lessons, then it stops happening, because you got it. People will say to me, well, I already learned that lesson. Obviously not. Because it's still happening. Any lesson that repeats in your life is something your hard-headed ass is not getting. But you're too hard-headed to see that you're not getting it. Okay? So life is going to keep on sending sign after sign, message after message, until you get it. The universe loves you. It's not going to give up on you. It's going to keep trying to show you what you need to change. All right, guys. I hope that helps. Time for me to get going. So please check out the information underneath this video if you want to hit me up or send me a donation or find out about my Patreon account. Okay? See you later.